EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from and look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Play fake. Murray. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Now he'll escape to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Murray flushed out right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He finds Hopkins complete, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He'll just throw that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. We're done here. It's a function of losing all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Now a play fake. Lance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here's Huntley.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Huntley to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
To throw, Huntley. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Huntley drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Huntley. Flush to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 2nd down, Cottrell. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. On 3rd down, Huntley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
On play action, Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. Mitchell powering his way forward.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Off of play action, here's Lance. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop at 43 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Lance. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll run with Sermon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. Ebron caught left side. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make the lead now 26.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Isaiah Simmons
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Mike 27.
Off play action. Huntley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lance
sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now.
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
82 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,